Thank you for joining the Broadway Drumming 101 podcast with your host, Clayton Craddock.
If you're going to advise someone on what not to do as a drummer in a Broadway pit, as a sub, what would you say something a drummer should never do?
Change the height of the snare drum. That's pretty specific. Like in general, leave it like you found it, because it's not your scene. And if you want to return, respect the room or the setup or whatever,
Now, why is that important to not change the height of the snare drum?
For instance, in A Beautiful Noise, there's a part of the show where the MD points into the camera and I have to go, blah, blah. And then I'm holding a shaker in one hand. I go, blah, blah, and then we play. And it's just out in the open. And if those two notes, I haven't missed them yet, if those two notes aren't at the correct tempo, at the right timbre, which is loud rim shots, then I'm going to be upset. That's not correct, And if I change my snare drum height ever from the way it's set right now, there's a higher chance that those two notes aren't going to happen. And so, there's that. I was always taught to come into the space that's not yours, treat it with the utmost respect, and then make sure everything's the way it was, because you don't know, the regular might be running late or not, or be in the building but not need to go up to the setup because they're there every day. They know exactly what it's like. I might be down in the break room and then 30 seconds before the first note, come in, sit down, ready to go, and it needs to be there. That consistency of setup, I guess, is really important. It's all about consistency, I guess, when you're playing, the way the setup is, the way you sound, the way you play songs, That's why when you sub, you want to sound like the chair holder consistently.